The superfood myth. The term superfood is a lie. Not a malicious lie, but a marketing lie. It's a tool designed to sell you products, not a category defined by science. The term itself has no official definition and is not regulated by the FDA or any other health authority. It's a ghost in the nutritional machine. Its origins trace back to the early 20th century, first appearing in advertisements for the United Fruit Company to promote the humble banana. It was effective then, and it's effective now, conferring a health halo on everything from ancient grains to exotic berries. The core idea behind a so-called superfood is legitimate, a food that offers maximum nutritional density from minimal calories. It's packed with vitamins, minerals, and beneficial compounds. But the myth is that any one of these foods can act as a silver bullet. No amount of kale can compensate for a diet filled with ultra-processed foods, sugar, and industrial fats. The foundation must be solid before you can add the ornaments. Leafy greens. This is the true foundation. Leafy greens like kale, spinach, collard greens, and Swiss chard are nutritional powerhouses. They are packed with essential nutrients, including vitamin K for blood clotting and bone health, folate for cell repair, and lutein for eye health. They also contain a secret weapon, dietary nitrates. When you eat greens, your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide, a crucial molecule that relaxes blood vessels, improves blood flow, and helps lower blood pressure. It's a direct, measurable physiological effect. A landmark 2018 study from Rush University tracked nearly 900 older adults for about 5 years. It found that people who ate just one serving of leafy greens per day had a significantly slower rate of cognitive decline. The effect was so profound, the brains of these daily greens eaters looked, on average, 11 years younger than those who rarely ate them. This isn't a marketing claim, it's a neurological reality. Berries. Berries are nature's candy, but they are also one of the most potent sources of antioxidants you can eat. Their brilliant red, blue, and purple colors come from a class of powerful compounds called anthocyanins. These are phytonutrients that help protect the plant from environmental stressors, and they appear to do the same for us. A massive 2012 study, which followed over 16,000 women from the Nurses' Health Study, found that a higher intake of berries was linked to significantly delayed cognitive aging by as much as 2.5 years. The anthocyanins are thought to protect the brain by reducing inflammation and improving communication between brain cells. For maximum impact, go wild. Studies have shown that wild blueberries have up to twice the antioxidant capacity of their larger, cultivated cousins. Berries are also exceptionally high in fiber and relatively low in sugar compared to other fruits, making them a perfect combination of flavor and function. Cruciferous power. The cruciferous family, which includes broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and kale, contains a unique chemical weapon system. These vegetables are rich in a class of compounds called glucosinolates. On their own, they don't do much, but when the plant's cell walls are broken through chewing or chopping, an enzyme is released that converts these glucosinolates into a potent sulfur-containing compound called sulforaphane. Sulforaphane is not a typical antioxidant that neutralizes one free radical and is done. Instead, it flips a master genetic switch inside our cells called the NR2 pathway. This pathway controls a whole network of our body's own internal antioxidant and detoxification enzymes, providing protection that can last for days. But there's a catch. That crucial enzyme, myrogenase, is heat sensitive. Overcooking your broccoli by boiling it into a mush can destroy the enzyme, preventing the formation of sulforaphane. To get the benefit, you need to either eat them raw, lightly steamed, or use the hack and hold method. Chop them first and let them sit for 40 minutes before cooking to allow the sulforaphane to form. Fatty fish. The oceans provide one of the most powerful superfoods for brain and heart health, fatty fish. Species like salmon, mackerel, herring, sardines, and anchovies are the richest dietary source of the long-chain omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. These fats are essential, meaning our bodies can't make them efficiently, so we must get them from our diet. The incredible benefits of these fats were first hinted at in the 1970s through landmark studies of the Greenland Inuit population. Despite consuming a very high-fat diet, they had exceptionally low rates of heart disease, a paradox that was attributed to their massive intake of omega-3 rich marine life. EPA and DHA are incorporated into our cell membranes, making them more fluid and flexible. They are also powerful anti-inflammatory molecules. The American Heart Association recommends eating at least 2 3.5-ounce servings of fatty fish per week. It's important to note that wild-caught salmon has a significantly better ratio of omega-3 to omega-6 fats compared to most farm salmon, which are often fed a diet containing corn and soy. Nuts and seeds. Nuts and seeds are dense packages of healthy fats, protein, fiber, and essential minerals. Despite being high in calories, their consumption is consistently linked to better health outcomes and lower body weight, likely due to their high satiety factor. Walnuts are a standout, being one of the best plant sources of the omega-3 fat, alpha-linolenic acid, ALA. The landmark PREDIMED study, published in 2013, was a large clinical trial that showed a Mediterranean diet supplemented with extra nuts or olive oil significantly reduced the risk of major cardiovascular events like heart attack and stroke by about 30% compared to a low-fat diet. Individual seeds have unique properties. Chia seeds are famous for their ability to absorb 10 to 12 times their weight in water, forming a gel that can help with hydration and satiety. And for a dose of the essential mineral selenium, nothing beats the Brazil nut. A single nut can contain over 100% of your entire daily requirement. The mighty bean. In the search for exotic and expensive superfoods, we often overlook the humble, powerful legume. This group, which includes beans, lentils, chickpeas, and peas, is one of the cheapest and most effective health foods on the planet. They are a unique combination of high-quality plant protein and, most importantly, immense amounts of fiber. Legumes are a cornerstone of all 5 blue zones, the regions around the world with the highest concentration of centenarians and the greatest longevity. From the Icarian diet in Greece to the Nicoyan diet in Costa Rica, beans are a daily staple. A 2004 study that tracked elderly people across different cultures found that legume intake was the most important dietary predictor of survival. For every 20 grams increase in daily legume intake, that's about 2 tablespoons, the risk of death during the study period fell by 8%. The high fiber content is key, as it feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut, which in turn produce health-promoting compounds. Fermented foods. The ancient practice of fermentation is a way of preserving food, but it also creates a powerful superfood category. Fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, and kombucha contain beneficial live microorganisms known as probiotics. The term probiotic, meaning for life, was first coined in 1953 to describe these health-promoting bacteria. These foods help populate your gut microbiome, the complex ecosystem of trillions of bacteria living in your digestive tract. A healthy and diverse microbiome is now understood to be critical for immune function, digestion, and even mood regulation. The diversity of microbes can be staggering. A single serving of traditionally made kimchi, a Korean fermented cabbage dish, can contain hundreds of different strains of beneficial bacteria. Regular consumption of these foods can help bolster your internal army, improving your resilience against pathogenic invaders and helping to regulate inflammation throughout the body. Turmeric. For over 4,000 years, the golden spice turmeric has been a cornerstone of Ayurvedic medicine in India. Its main active ingredient is a polyphenol called curcumin, which gives turmeric its brilliant yellow hue. Modern science is now confirming what ancient traditions have known for millennia. Curcumin is a remarkably powerful anti-inflammatory compound. Unlike pharmaceutical drugs that typically target a single inflammatory pathway, curcumin appears to work on multiple pathways at once. It can modulate hundreds of different molecules involved in the inflammatory process, making it a broad-spectrum, system-wide agent. However, curcumin has a major flaw. Its bioavailability is extremely low. On its own, very little is absorbed into the bloodstream. But there is a simple, ancient trick to solve this. Combining it with piperine, the active compound in black pepper, has been shown in studies to increase the absorption of curcumin by an incredible 2,000%. It's a classic example of food synergy. Green tea. Green tea is more than just hot flavored water. It is a beverage packed with a class of powerful antioxidants called catechins. The most abundant and the most studied of these is epigallocatechin gallate, or EGCG. This compound is believed to be responsible for many of green tea's health benefits. A large-scale study in 2006, which followed over 40,000 Japanese adults for up to 11 years, found that those who drank the most green tea, 5 or more cups per day, had a significantly lower risk of death from all causes, including a 26% lower risk of death from cardiovascular disease. Green tea also contains a unique amino acid called L-theanine. L-theanine can cross the blood-brain barrier and has been shown to increase alpha wave activity in the brain, promoting a state of calm, focused alertness. This is why many people find that green tea provides a smoother, less jittery energy boost than coffee. For the most concentrated dose, matcha, which is made from the whole powdered tea leaf, is the superior choice. Dark chocolate. In fact, chocolate can be a health food provided you choose the right kind. The key ingredient is cacao, which is loaded with potent antioxidant compounds called flavonols. These compounds have been shown to have a remarkable effect on cardiovascular health. This was famously observed in the Kuna Indians, who live on islands off the coast of Panama. They drink several cups of minimally processed cacao every day and have exceptionally low rates of high blood pressure, even as they age. Studies have shown that cacao flavonols help the body produce nitric oxide, which relaxes blood vessels and improves blood flow. To get these benefits, you have to choose wisely. The label should indicate at least 70% cacao content or higher. Milk chocolate is mostly sugar and fat. Furthermore, the common processing method of Dutch cocoa, which uses an alkali to reduce bitterness, can destroy up to 90% of the beneficial flavonols. For health benefits, the chocolate must be dark and bitter. The dietary pattern. After exploring all these individual foods, we arrive at the most important truth. No single superfood works in isolation. The power does not lie in the soloist, but in the orchestra. It is the overall dietary pattern that creates health. Healthy dietary patterns that are consistently proven to reduce disease and promote longevity, like the traditional Mediterranean diet or the DASH diet, are not based on one magic ingredient. They are based on a symphony of whole foods, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and healthy fats, all working in synergy. The synergy between different foods and nutrients is more powerful than any one component. The vitamin C in a bell pepper helps you absorb the iron from your lentils. The healthy fat in olive oil helps you absorb the lycopene from your tomatoes. A super diet, rich in a wide variety of nutrient-dense whole foods, is infinitely more important than any single overhyped superfood.